Hello, hello. What's happening? What's going on? Happy Wednesday, friends. Hope everybody's feeling good. Get a little sip of this vanilla chamomile tea. um, yes, so we are back and we are talking about all things getting your closet ready for spring. All right, so if this is your first time potentially joining this call or this live stream, I should say, my name is Nana Badu. I am a stylist, a speaker, and basically a champion for Black women, women of color, women all around for all things style, confidence, and authenticity. So, today, we are chatting about getting your closet ready for spring. And so, if you have any questions along the way, definitely drop them up in the comments. And if you're here, if you're catching me live, you already know the drill. Say hello. Let me know you in the building. Um, and definitely, if there are any other friends that are in the building and I cannot see their comments, please let me know that they are here and commenting. We would so appreciate it. Hello, hello, good morning, boy, y'all. Um, yeah, so today we are talking about 3 tips to get your closet ready for spring. And I've actually, if you have been following along, I've been dropping mad gems in the closet cleaning, decluttering, merchandising your closet space. I did a live stream earlier this month about decluttering and merchandising your closet. I shared some tips in a post earlier this week, also about organizing your closet and getting spring ready. So spring officially dropped yesterday, although in New York it's still in the 40s. But last week it was popping. The weather was beautiful. So we know spring is really going to be like here in a second. Okay. And so now is the time for you to start going through your closet, cleaning things out, taking a look at what you wore during winter, packing those things up, starting to let some of those things from winter go, quite frankly. If you're looking at some things when you're packing them up and you're like, I never wore this, oh, this was in bad quality, just put it on the side, put it in a bag, let the church come and give it and donate it to somebody who could really use it. All right. So, as you might be transitioning your closet, or if you have all of your clothes in your closet in one space because you have the room, either way, you are ready for warm weather, especially if you're on the East Coast. Okay. And if you might be traveling, just really ramping up in your calendar with different speaking events or different networking events and conferences for spring and summer, you're definitely starting to think about how you want to be wearing some different things to, just move with the change of the seasons. So I'm going to give y'all 3 tips. And you already know me, it's probably going to be more than 3 because when I get going, it just be dropping. All right. On different ways that you can just, really focus on maximizing your closet and creating some dope looks for the springtime. Still cold in DC. It's a shame. Listen, all right. So let's get into tip number 1. Number 1 is wear what you love. Okay, let's focus on what we love. All right. No more settling. No more. Well, this is okay. You know, this is just like, my basic go-to and it works and it's okay. Like, why are we just doing okay? You want to have pieces in your closet that you really love, that you are excited to wear, that fit you well, that look good on you. Um, Great colors, great textures, that they just really, when you put it on, it just gives you that extra confidence boost, okay? Those are the things that you want to focus on. So as you are looking at your spring pieces, take that into account. Lead with what you love. Now, sometimes the biggest thing we focus on when we're cleaning out our closet is all the things we don't love. We're like, get rid of the stuff we hate, right? And a lot of times the stuff that you don't love, There are a few reasons why you don't love the thing anymore. One, it's no longer your style. Like, it's outdated. You've outgrown it. Okay. So many times you've seen it going through someone's closet and they just have pieces and they're like, yeah, I've had that for a good 10 years. And it's not that piece that's like, oh, wow, this is such great condition. Like, this blazer is fly. No, no, no. It's the piece that's like, you've had it for 10 years and it shows you had it for 10 years, right? Like, the quality ain't what it was. A lot of fading of colors, you know, maybe it was something that if you had taken it in some time ago, maybe it could have been popping, right? But now it's just not giving. And also recognizing that things change in terms of just styling and what is modern, okay? Like that is what just happens within fashion and within clothing. So you might be looking at some pieces and you're like, yeah, the styling of this, it feels very dated, right? Like, maybe you have a lot of trousers that are like low rise and you're like, that's a very dated style when I was in my 20s, first starting my first job. And now the low rise is not, it's not giving, because your girl needs high rise because she needs to smooth out this little pooch that's happening in the midsection. Mm, did it hit you? Okay. Right. So you want to be, recognize that if something's in your closet that just doesn't align with your style anymore because it's outdated, you want to be sure to put that up and let that go. And I'm going to talk about, there's another tip that I'm going to talk about that if you're on the fence, this will help you figure out like what to do about it. Also when you're trying to figure out like what you love, this is very instinctual, y'all. Like, when you pull out that dress and you're like, oh, I just love this. I love the material. I love the way it falls on my body. This color is amazing on me. Like, every time I wear it, I get mad compliments, etc., etc., etc. Right? Like, you literally light up just talking about it or looking at the dress. You're like, yes, this is my baby. You got a pet name for it, just the little small things. Okay. Right? Like, it's very instinctual when you love a piece. Okay. And so that's the kind of feeling you want to have with the majority of things in your closet. You want to be like, yeah, I love that. And I love that. And I love that. And I love that. Now, the difference between loving a piece the way I just described it and loving something because you're like, oh my gosh, I have an emotional attachment to it, very different. Very different. I hope you're hearing me. Okay. Like, holding on to a piece because you are like, well, this is the first dress that, I wore for my 25th birthday 15 years ago. And you're like, I loved it. And I'm like thinking, I could get back. I can get back to this size. I'm doing my fasting. I'm working it out. Like, it can happen. You need to ask yourself some really serious questions here. Okay, you need to ask yourself some serious questions. Is this just an emotional attachment to this dress because it reminds you of a time back when you felt like your body was in a different place and you keep wanting to get back to that feeling, when you really need to embrace where your body is now and what your body will become in the future? Okay, so if you are doing emotional attachment situations, we got to nip that in the bud. All right. You got to really have some hard questions for yourself and just get real and say, am I really going to be wearing this now? What's the likelihood of me wearing this right now? Because you are holding it hostage, and it's literally, these pieces that you don't love are just taking up space, y'all. They just taking up unnecessary space in your closet and preventing you from getting things that are really going to work for you. And also too, like, it's not about having a lot of clothes. Like, quantity is not the goal. You don't have to open up your closet and everything is sandwiched together, right? Like, it's just like, you can let them clothes breathe a little bit. You can let them clothes breathe. right? Like it's not a quantity thing. And that's why it's so important to always clean out your closet, especially with the change of seasons. And I find that spring is spring and fall, the most opportune times, right? So allow yourself to let go of those pieces that you're just meh about, that you're indifferent about, that you're like, yeah, I used to love it, but I really haven't worn it in a long time. Big indicator. Time to let it go. It's not really a piece that you love because you wear the stuff that you love a lot. Okay. Oh, interesting question. What are your thoughts about emotional attachments to your wedding dress? Is that something you'd recommend donating? I think that's in a different bucket. I mean, I have my wedding dress. I would only donate it to my daughter or my future daughter, in case anybody was like, "What?" um, but yeah, that would be it. That would be it for me, or maybe a family member if it was like some kind of situation we could do alone. But I think those are types of keepsakes that are few, right? And those are things that can go into a really beautiful box, and you can put them up in your closet, and they stay in that place. Um, Now, quite frankly, for some people I know, depending on their wedding dress and the style of it, some people wear it again because things have gotten a lot more modern. Sometimes it's a really case by case kind of situation, depending on the style of the dress. If it's very elaborate, it might not be something that Lauren's wearing again. But if you did like a slip dress, or something that could be a little bit more versatile, pull that puppy out. Okay, pull that puppy out and rock it again. But I think your wedding gown, totally put it in a beautiful box, set it up in the closet. Yeah, exactly. Have it as a keepsake. So listen, I focus so much on the things that you love. All right. I think a lot of times when we have the pieces that are in that like spot, there's a couple things that could be happening. Like you like it, but you're not sure how to style it or what else you could wear it with. So it falls into the like bucket, and it might be just sitting on the shelves because you're just like, I'm not quite sure what to do with this. Maybe I would wear it more. We already addressed fit and quality and something just being outdated, and that being something that's a very hopefully swift decision. That's an easy decision maker. If it's something that's in your closet and you're like, I like it, but I just don't know how to style it, or I need some more ideas around how to wear it, this is when you got to tap in and get some inspiration. All right. Tap into Instagram, tap into Pinterest, tap into TikTok. Obviously you following me, so you could get some tips there. But these are like, there's YouTube University, really. There are so many ways where you can get inspiration around what should I do with, you know, how do I rock this oversized shirt? What's another way that I can rock this this maxi dress, whatever the garment is, right, that you're struggling with. So definitely take advantage of that. Don't just sit on the piece and just be like, oh, I don't know. Like, pop up the phone and Google about it. Like, you could easily get some ideas. All right. So don't let the I don't know what to wear with it stop you from figuring out whether it's a piece you love or you like. All right. You have to experiment. Bottom line, you got to experiment. Okay. So experimenting, like, let that be part of your spring ministry. Like, do not hesitate to want to experiment with some new things. All right. And that's part of the reason why you are cleaning out your closet, because there are going to be inevitably be some new styles. There's going to be a new color, a new cut, a new piece that you're like, "Ooh, I like her." And you want to put it in your closet and wear it. So you got to clear out the stuff that you like and the stuff that ain't working. Okay. So that is number one. The second tip, something I talk about all the time, bears repeating because I was just having like two different conversations with people about this. But focus on fit. Focus on fit. Listen, sis, your body, the body is bodying in a way that's not making you go, hey, yes. You like, what is that extra bit of weight? Okay. And trust me, I overstand. I was just sharing in my newsletter yesterday to folks that I overstand if you're in a situation where you on the scale and you like, what's this? Okay. Because I tell you, the way these extra pounds have crept up on my body over the past couple of years is criminal. It's criminal. Okay. But I am actively working on my fitness. Okay. So if you run into pieces, okay, the body is a body. So if you are running into pieces as you're doing your cleanse and you're trying these things on, okay, also too, in case that was not obvious, you got to be prepared to try things on. This is not just a look and throw in a pile. All right. Like you need to be trying things on to see if they fit. All right. Like that is the best way when you're going through your closet and doing a cleanse. It's not just looking at it and being like, oh, I'm not sure. I'll keep it. What? Be prepared to try it on, girl. You have to try it on, experiment, okay? Like you have to try things on. So when you're trying these things on, it's okay. It might feel a little disheartening because you're looking at some things and you're like, dang, that fit me last year. Don't fit me this year. Dang, it's just too tight in the hips, or I can't button it all the way. It might happen. It might be your current situation, okay? And it is all right. I think the thing that I would suggest to you is one cut yourself some slack, like for real, for real. Like you've been enjoying your life, you know, eating that good ice cream. It's all right, girl. It happens, okay. So give yourself some slack, cut yourself some slack, like just like give yourself a little bit more grace, okay. And then secondly, like you want to really ask yourself, am I serious on my weight loss or wellness journey? Like am I actively working on shedding these pounds? And if you are, give yourself a date, okay? Give yourself a timeline for when you're going to revisit that garment and try it on again and see if you have made any progress and if it's fitting any better. All right. So important because you will just have that thing just sitting in there and sitting in there. And every time you look at it, it's going to have you down in the dumps because you're like, dang, I can't fit that dress. I can't fit these pants. Oh, I can't button this shirt. You like, forget it. These leggings and this sweatshirt about to get this rework again, right? I get it. I really, really do. So you want to recognize where you are in terms of your workout plan, in terms of your plan to get to a body shape and just an overall space with your body that feels healthy and feels good for you. All right. So while you're doing that, give yourself a deadline, right? So for example, myself, I have until the end of April. Okay. So a couple of them pants that's in my closet, feeling real tight in the thighs. Okay. Them pants, they got a little over 30 days. Okay. To be taking up space inside my closet. And if it ain't working at that time, I gotta throw up the deuces to them. I gotta throw up the deuces because I have to embrace where my body is now and be prepared to say, all right, we gotta get some new pants and we're gonna get them in a different size. It just it just is what it is. It just is what it is. And it's not the end of the world, okay? Yes. A deadline, we love that. It gives you some sense of urgency. Like, because here's the thing, you want to fit up in the pants. You want to fit in that dress. You want to be bop, bop, bop. Okay? You want to be runway sashaying down these streets, heading to the brunch. So get excited about it. Let it motivate you versus deter you. You know what I'm saying? Like let it excite you to say like, gonna be wearing you. Get ready. I hope you ready because I'm ready. Like let it get you excited versus making you feel less than. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not helping you. That's not helping anybody. It's not helping your self-esteem. It's not helping your spirit. It's not doing anything useful. So let that go. So do that for those pieces that you're like, okay, I'm working on a plan. Also, limit yourself. Okay, have like 5 pieces or so that fall into this bucket of you on my deadline. You on my deadline for my fitness journey and my fitness goals. Okay, like don't be like, so half the closet is fitness goals. No, sweetie. Girl, absolutely not. Like you don't know to too many things. All right. Um, just really pick again what you love. Okay. What you love. All right. So fit, super important. And when you're talking about fit on things, like make sure you're focused on what fits you well and the pieces of on the places of your body that, are the biggest. Like if it's hips and booty that are voluptuous and got the most volume, you want to make sure that things fit you well there, that you're not getting a lot of tight lines in the front, that those little side pockets on the side that are supposed to be hidden, they're fully exposed because the pants are too tight and the fabric doesn't have any place to go, so it's stretching them out. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you want to stop that. When things don't fit well, you just feel so uncomfortable in the clothing and it shows. And it also just doesn't look good, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. It looks so tacky. It does. Like, I'm gonna just say it, okay? It does not look well. And you can see it in someone when they are uncomfortable in the piece. It's obvious. And so you don't want that for yourself. It is spring. You want to be out here showing up strong. Like, this is you coming out of you potentially might be coming out of hibernation. Okay. Coming up out of the winter. So like lean into that. And I promise you, like, your body and your shape and the space that it is now, it is not as bad as you think it is. It really isn't. Like, it just isn't. It just isn't. Um, there's also the power of the tailor. Bum, ba, da, da, okay. So recognize that even if you, like, I hear this often sometimes that women are like, well, I'm not happy with where my body is right now. And so I don't want to spend a lot of money on clothes. I really don't want to buy anything until my body is where I want it to be. So I'm just going to keep wearing stuff that I don't really like, but just go here. I hear you, and is my response to that. I hear you. You might not be like, Nana, here's $2,000. Let's transform my whole wardrobe. That's not the move. However, you still want to have things that get you excited because you're going to get dressed every day. And every day you get dressed and walk into that closet, it can't be a like literally a tire getting deflated and you're like, I'm just going to wear the same thing because that's all that fits. It just can't be that. So allow yourself to buy some things that feel good and look good on your body now, that fit well now. Okay. Those are going to be great energy boosters for you because you can be stylish at any size. You can be stylish at the 6, at the 8, at the 10, at the 12. You can be stylish at any size. Okay. Your size was not the thing that made you look fly and made you look stylish. It really wasn't. Okay. I should say this. It wasn't the soul thing. Okay. It wasn't the soul thing. Because yeah, sometimes the body be bodying, and sometimes life happen and you be like, whoo, I gotta bring it back. Okay. So it's not the only thing. And your body shape or your weight is definitely not the sole factor to determine if you're stylish. Okay. Hope you understand the distinction. So allow yourself to buy some things that you really love this spring that look good, feel good, great color, great materials, and that don't break the bank, right? Like it might not be the whole $2,000. You might set aside 500, 800, and be like, I'm going to get me some things this spring at the body shape that I'm at now because I need to feel good now. That's going to help me feel good in the future. And if you do, lose weight, sis, the tailor, boom, hit him up. Like the tailor will happily take in those pieces so that you can still wear them at your new size. All right. Tailors are magical, magical craftsmen and women of what they do. All right. So many things. I haven't seen anything yet that I wasn't, well, no, there's been a couple of things I have taken to a tailor that they weren't able to do. And that's usually when you want to go the other way, when something's too small and you're like, oh, can you make it bigger? And it's like, doesn't work that well that way as well. The other way around works better. So that's the space where I'm like, oh, that ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Like if you are a size 8 now, or if size 8 is your happy place, but right now you're working with more of a 10, 12, that's okay. Like get the dress, like get a great oversized blazer, get great oversized pieces, add a belt at the waist, and that's going to accentuate the waistline. you know Buy pieces that give you that emphasis along the waist, that have good shape or structure around your curves, around the breasts, around the hips, like that allow your shape to still be seen. All right. Do not go to cover me all up zone. So listen, I'm getting all up on my soapbox around fit, but I hope you are feeling what I'm putting down, because I've been having this conversation with multiple people over the past couple of days. And so I definitely wanted to address it, especially as you're thinking about cleaning out your closet. If things are too tight, if they are too tight, put them in the bag and let them go. All right. If you love it, especially if you've had it for a long time and it got its wear, and now quality wise, it's like, man, you know what? I do need to get a couple new pairs of jeans, because I've had these jeans for like 15 years and it's time. Let me just get a few new pairs of jeans. Let them jeans go. Let them jeans go. There are so many more styles and types out there. You're going to be like, oh, I love these even more. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right. So give yourself some grace, but be honest with yourself. Focus on that fit. Set that deadline for yourself on your weight loss journey and honor it. Okay. Honor the deadline. Keep it 100. And let things go that don't work for you, so that you can buy some other things that work for where your body is today. Got it? Got it. Good. Okay. I'm gonna give you. Yeah, I'm probably gonna give y'all 4 tips. Let me give you this other tip real quick, because this one came to me at the last minute. But it's a good one. Audit your accessories and shoes. Okay, getting ready for spring. Like, we love the spring dresses. Springtime, I love a great dress. I love a great dress year round. But especially springtime, it might be a maxi dress, it might be midi length, it might be a wrap dress. Maybe you love floral prints, it's your season and time. The florals are everywhere. Whatever it is, we love a one and done dress. Okay, whether daytime, work, date night, brunch, don't matter. You could always pull off a dress and it's going to be phenomenal. When you're thinking about that dress, like, and for any garment, but I'm using dress as an example, or, you want to think about the shoes and your accessories. Okay. What's that handbag look like? What's the jewelry? Okay. Because those are the pieces that are super important to making sure that you have a really cohesive look. All right. Know that cab. Okay. Clothing, accessories, beauty. All right. 3 things you want to make sure you have in place for a cohesive look. So if you've got the clothing down, you want to do an audit of your accessories and your shoes. Okay. So sometimes we don't do that. Or it's like a last minute thing. When you go to put the shoe on, you like, dang, I forgot to take these to the cobbler. Okay. Or sometimes you don't even know. You're like, cobbler, what's that? All right. So audit your shoes. If things, and the biggest thing with shoes is quality. You know, you wear them all the time. The pavement is not kind, and it get beat up. So if the leather is chipping, it's fraying, especially for heels, ladies. Like the heels are starting to fray or chip. You want to take them to a shoe repair person. You know, you want to take it to a cobbler. And cobbler's so easy, like literally just Google cobbler or shoe repair in your area and somebody will pop up. Take a pair of shoes there. If it's your first time going, just take one pair, see how they do. But typically they do very well. Like it's a great investment. And so you might have shoes, especially some of your staple shoes, like those the classic pumps. You have like pop them over. Those can easily get replenished. Okay, especially if they fit you really well and they're comfortable, right? Because shoe wear it's got to be comfortable. Um, but I definitely want you to go through and look at your shoes and see what pieces are, you know, just quality deficient, okay, that they need to hit the shoe repair person. Like make that trip now, all right, so that you can get in, get those things ready. And so when the weather really starts to break, the sandals are ready. You like, let's do it. Straps are repaired, okay? Maybe you need an extra hole punched in the strap so it's tighter around the ankle. All these things shoe repair people can do, okay? So that's a big one. You know, you really want to take that time. I like this question too. Do you have any tips on how to audit your closet without getting overwhelmed? Absolutely. Hire me. That's the tip. No, I'm serious. No, it's a good question. I'm gonna give you some tips in a second. Let me finish this thing about accessories and shoe audits. So you know, definitely take a look, right, at those shoes, see what needs to be repaired. And look at your jewelry. Look at your jewelry and your handbags. Your handbags, you can take them to the same shoe repair person. All right. So if the strap is broken, you know, if it's your favorite Coach bag, your favorite Telfar bag, whatever it is, you know, well, you actually say some of these brands though have good warranty programs, so you can mail it back to the company and they will repair or replace things and send them to you. So if you have a designer bag, and even potentially a designer shoe, look into that. Definitely check the warranty because they can be a well-worthy investment because you might have a lifetime warranty on them things. But if not, take a look at your handbags. If they are outdated in the style, like replace them. Like, you know, let that go. Because those are such easy and important ways to elevate a look, right? A great shoe, great jewelry, great bag, very easy way to just take a look from being basic to being amazing. So, and also look at your jewelry, you know, what's tarnished that might just need to be polished, what's broken, you know, that's just like, oh, I just thought I was going to get this repaired, but I didn't. Like, clean those spaces out. You might also discover a lot of times with your jewelry that stuff that's hidden like in a drawer, you know, anything that can't be seen, you're less inclined to wear. So when you're cleaning out your closet, pull things forward to the front, make things visible that you're like, man, I never wear these. It's simply because you never see it, and you just go for the pieces you're like, me and these gold hoops been rocking since 99. Like you just go for the same thing over and over again. Maybe it's time to upgrade those gold hoops. Um, but you definitely want to, you know, take a look at your jewelry pieces, look at what's tarnished, look at what's broken, and make some donations and let some things go so you can start to make room, and bring to the front things that you're like, yes, I want to wear this more. Um, yes, 100%. Okay. So let's talk about this overwhelm with your closet and tips tips for that. Yes, hiring me would be the move, and yes, you can hire me for a closet audit. I do a closet cleanse, um, and I have like two things happening right now. I'm gonna tell you all about it at the end too. But there's two ways that you can work with me if you are indeed overwhelmed by this whole process and thought of cleaning out your closet. Because basically what I find is you got two types of people out there: people that love the thought of spring cleaning and people who hate it. Okay. If you are in the love bucket, you are like, let's Marie Kondo that thing. You like ready, didn't spark joy. Bye. No, you got your bags laid out. You that girl, right? And so you're like, yes, Nana, just drop this video and these tips. I'm going to follow them. Boom, boom, boom. I'm set. You may be the girl who's listening and like, this is just another thing I got to do on my list. Like every time I think about looking in my closet, I'm just like, I have mad clothes, but I still feel like I have nothing to wear. My closet is disorganized. I don't even know if I have everything organized in the right way. And I have no idea whether stuff fits me or not because I can't be honest with myself. I just end up keeping everything and letting go of like two things. If that's you, you need to outsource. Yeah. You need to just be like, let me hit Nana up. You need to send me a DM. You need to book a discovery call. And you could check out the post that I shared today that literally talks about two ways that you can work with me this spring to clean out your closet. So you can hire me for a closet cleanse or audit. I will come through virtually or in person if you're near New York City, and I will do it for you. Okay. And then if you are looking to get some shopping, get some new pieces, the wardrobe refresh might be a good mood for you because we'll also incorporate some shopping for you too. So check out my post from today. I also dropped the links in the chat. But the post that I did today is definitely dropping on LinkedIn. It's on Instagram too. It's not all. It's on Instagram, it's on my Facebook page, so wherever you might be tuning in from. The post that I dropped today has all the details on those two ways that you can work with me. But let me share some tips that could help you around this feeling of like overwhelmed, right? You're like, I don't know where to start. So first things first, like you want to put this on your calendar. This is a task you need to get done just like anything else. So put it on your calendar. If you have a big closet, this is something that might take you a few days. So don't be like, I'm about to do it all this weekend. Knowing you're not. Like, let's be honest. Like, you got a max of 3 hours in you to work on something like this. Like, that's my sweet spot that I know. I work with clients for about 3 hours. They're good. Some clients are able to go to 4, but after that, done. Like, put a fork in them. Okay. Me, I'm like, let's go. I'm like, okay, bye. I'm leaving you. Go get something to eat. Go have a glass of wine. Enjoy your life. Right. But like 3 hours is real. Maybe even 2 for yourself. If this is something that you're just like, but put it on the calendar and break out the time. You don't have to do it all in one weekend or all in one day. You can do it over, a series of weekends. The other thing is identify one section at a time. Okay. So go in with a game plan. Like Saturday, I'm going to spend 2 hours working on my closet, and I'm just going to focus on my work clothes. The stuff you wear on the weekends, the stuff you wear for traveling, all that, you just let that be alone. You're like, I'm just going to do my work clothes, that section. Okay. And do what you can. Hopefully you get it done. If not, schedule another 2-hour block or whatever time you think you need to keep going. But just do one section of your closet at a time. If your closet is not organized by like your lifestyle and it's organized by like the type of garment, maybe you're like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on my tops today. I'm just going to clean out my tops. Just focus on that area. Okay? So simple ways to like minimize the overwhelm, schedule it, and do one section of your closet at a time. The other really great thing is you want to have some good energy popping through when you're doing your cleanse. So like put on some music, get a little beverage. Are we doing a mimosa? Are we doing a little tea? What are we doing? Okay. Like, you want to create some great energy when you're going through this exercise. You don't want to have dread and overwhelm, because that is going to transfer when you're trying things on, you're trying to make decisions about what you love, what to keep. You're just going to continue to get overwhelmed and frustrated and feel stressed. Nothing's fitting. This ain't working. Oh my gosh, should I keep this? But this was so great. I don't know. Oh, this is why I hate this, and never do it. Create some good energy. Okay. Throw that music on, like, be like, ooh, and let people know. Let the husband know, let the boyfriend know, let a friend know, like, hey, I'm cleaning my closet. 2 hours is, just let you know this is what I'm about to do this morning. And they're like, okay, cool. Okay. So I love it. Anika said breaking things into chunks works for her. Absolutely. A little at a time, because you want to have some progress. Okay. Like, you want progress. Sometimes the overhaul is overwhelming. Okay. We have like big eyes, like, well, I'm about to do this whole thing. You like, no, you're not, sis. You're going to do a little bit at a time. Um, I love Portia. Yes, I will send a message if you're interested in the closet cleanse. Yes, if you're interested in the closet audit or the cleanse, absolutely send me a DM. I will drop links in the comments if you're interested in signing up for it. Absolutely. And it takes 3 hours. It is a 3-hour session, virtual or in person. Okay. And if you are local to New York, I can come to you and help you in person. If you're not local to New York and you need help in person, just send me a DM, send me a message. We might be able to, work something out, depending on where you live, and we can talk about what that might look like. Okay. So yeah. So okay. So recapping: focus on what you love, focus on the fit, and focus on editing your shoes and accessories. Okay. Now I'm gonna leave y'all with this last tip, which is a fan favorite of mine, which is one that I do with my clients, and it's called the 3 outfit rule. So I like to encourage my clients to be able to create at least 3 looks with a garment in their closet. Okay. And the reason why I like this is because it's an easy way for you to feel like I'm really maximizing what I'm wearing in my wardrobe, and that I'm investing in pieces that I can wear over and over again in multiple ways, pieces that are versatile, right? And then also too, it's a great way to help you decide whether to keep an item or to let it go. If you're like, is this something that I should keep? Okay. So 3 outfits, right? And just think about this in terms of where you're going, your lifestyle. So it might be one outfit that you're going to wear for work. Maybe it's something that's like business formal, right? And then you might have something that's business professional. How do you transition that and make it business professional? I mean, business casual, and then how do you transition that and make it something that you can wear on the weekend, right? So you want to have pieces that you can wear in multiple settings, right? If you are just even like starting out and you're like, "Ooh, I like this rule." And maybe sometimes you feel overwhelmed, just identify 2 outfits. Focus on 2. Okay? Now, when I work with my clients, we do 3, because oftentimes they're able to identify 2, but they're like, "Nah, nah, I can't identify the third." And then obviously that is why they have hired me, because I identify about 7 outfits. Right? But that's the thing. That's the thing when you're like, oh, I love this because I have this one dress, I have this blouse, I have these jeans, I have these pants, and I can see I can wear them in multiple ways. Amazing. This is a really great piece. I'm going to keep it. Right. And we're going to be rocking it for spring. Okay. So focus on creating those 3 outfits. And the best way you're going to figure this out, like, you got to experiment. You have to be ready to be trying things on when you set aside that time to be going through your closet. All right. So if you've sectioned things off and you're like, I'm just going to focus on going through my tops, Cool. When you pulling out a top and you're like, I don't know about this top. Like I don't wear it often. I can't remember the last time I wore it. It fits me pretty well, but I'm not sure what to do with it. Look at your bottoms, look at your pants, look at your skirts, and start thinking, okay, if I was to go to work, what would I rock with this? Do I have any skirts that would go with this? Do I have some pants? Try on some pants. Okay, maybe this pants will work. Let me tuck it in. Okay, let me do a little French tuck, a half tuck. Okay, this could work. This could work. All right. Is there anything I could layer it with? Could I layer it under something? Could I layer it over something? Right. Oh, will this work with a skirt? Like if I put a belt over top of it, will that be rocking? Could it go with some jeans for a casual look on the weekend? Right. So just think about your lifestyle and where you're going because your closet has to be functional, right? You want it to be versatile for all the things you have going on in your life, but it also has to be functional. That's why I like the 3 outfit rule because it helps you get your closet to be functional for you so that you don't just end up with a bunch of clothes and you're like, I don't know what to wear with this thing. Well, when you bought it, did you know what it was going to go with? Did you know what outfit you were going to create with it? All right. So even as you're shopping for new pieces this spring, definitely think about the 3 outfit rule or the 2 outfit rule. That might be enough for you. But I highly encourage you to think about being able to create more than just one look with a piece. Okay. Um, yes, it does help you get creative. Okay. This listen, 7, yes. The looks, I'd be like, oh, you can wear it like this, and you can wear it like this, you can put this shoe, you can try to say, I'd be having mad ideas. Okay. But that's the thing. And that's, and this is really what this comes down to, right? Like you have to decide like where are you right now with how you want to get ready for spring. Okay, because spring is just the energy of renewal, of feeling rejuvenated. Like what's your word, what's your inspiration, how you showing up this spring? All right, are we stepping out, are we bold, are we lively? Like what are we doing? Are we giving them feminine, are we giving them elevated chic? What we doing, okay? I can't see their comments. Karen and Angie are in the comments. No, I can't see their comments at all. Yes, I was saying that at the top. Sometimes the StreamYard just ain't trying to have me be great. Um, but I'm hopping over to LinkedIn to see if I can see their comments. Okay, let me see. Nope. I don't think it's letting me see it. Nope. Okay. I tried. And listen, I'm so like, I don't want to push a button and then the whole thing get jacked. Because especially when you're like streaming in 2 places and like feedback and all this stuff, like, oh, I can't stand that. But I'm sorry I can't see y'all comments. I appreciate you watching. I hope you are getting some information, some inspiration, some gems and some tips that are going to help you this spring. Um, but absolutely think about that energy that you're coming into for the spring issue. Okay, it's not just me. Anika, you had the same thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check them out after. Um, think about that. Like, and also like get excited. Like I've mentioned this before, like the power of just creating a little mood board for yourself or just saving some great looks that you're like, oh, I'd love to wear something like this, right? Like maybe you don't do a whole full out mood board. That's okay. Maybe you just have a few saved images on your phone. Like get the outfit inspiration. Maybe even it's from a brand and you're just like, oh, I just learned about this new brand. I like some of their pieces there. But like get inspired, get into it, create some new energy for yourself. And then as you're going through and doing a little bit of shopping, definitely keep what you love in mind, what fits well in mind, what is going to complement your jewelry and accessories in mind, and definitely what you can create 3 outfits for your lifestyle in mind. Okay. If you do that, I guarantee you are going to get more max use out of your wardrobe and you're going to be showing up feeling good and feeling confident. And that is what it's all about. Okay. So, as promised, let me put in the chat, if you didn't see it already, the links to 2 services that I'm offering. If you are like, Nana, you read me like a book. I need help. Okay. Like I need help cleaning out my closet, doing all this stuff. I need some help. I need you to come uh Ayana Van Zam my life. Like, I got you. It's what I do. And I love to do it. And it's so fun. And I just love the finished result of a clean, organized closet and a client walking away feeling like I now have a bunch of new outfits that I would have never thought to put together. That's when I'm like, you're welcome. My mission has been complete. Okay. So if you are interested in the closet cleanse, I am throwing that link in the chat. And and the closet cleanse is really helping you edit your wardrobe, clear out what you no longer need, things that are bad quality, not a good fit, not aligned with the style you desire, cleaning those things out. If that's what you need, that is the mission of the closet cleanse. Okay. And that is a 3-hour session virtually. Or like I said, if you're local to New York, it's in person. We can rock with that too. So you can check that link for more details. Or if you are like, you know what, Nana, I need the cleanse, but I also know I need some new pieces, and you hate shopping or you don't have the time for shopping. Okay. But you want to add some new pieces for the spring. If that is the case, then I recommend the wardrobe refresh for you. Okay. And I've put that in the chat. And I'm going to put these on LinkedIn afterwards, because right now I think it's only posted on YouTube. I could be wrong. Maybe it's posted in both places, but right now it's showing me only YouTube. So that wardrobe refresh is a great, easy, and simple way for you to get some new outfit ideas along with some new shopping pieces. Okay. And things that you can incorporate with the existing pieces you already own after we've gone through and done your cleanse. Okay. So check out those links. If you have questions, send me a DM. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what kind of energy you're going to bring this spring. Okay. Because we out here. All right. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know what your key takeaways were, what you enjoyed about this live. And I will see y'all next week, Wednesday, for more goodness. All right. Thanks.